yourself for the main event.
Yeah.
Switch. Switch.
Yeah.
Switch. 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 Switch.
Brace yourself for the main event.
Yeah.
Switch. Switch.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Chop Shop number 11, everybody. This is mostly for the stream. You might notice it's a little bit different starting off today. We're going to experiment with a little party at the beginning of the stream. If you're kind of here to hear your beats, totally understandable, but it might not start for a little bit. So please enjoy the DJ set. You're going to watch everybody come in, schmooze with each other. Everybody that's in the building, thank you for being here on time. You guys are awesome. And this is my track. He just said that. Shout out to the homie Dane. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so we're starting off with a party. We'll get to the remixes. We got Golden Child. We got Golden Child in the building. He's gonna do a little production demo as well. Trying to make this a little more exciting for y'all.
To know, baby girl, I told you once before, bank on me.
Yo, if you're just getting here, you're in the right place. We're switching up the format a little bit. I wanted to start with a party, so meet each other, say what's up. You can sit down if you want to sit down, but we're about to sit down for a little while, so maybe stand up for a sec, say what's up, and then we definitely are about to sit down and do the whole remix thing. But we're kicking it off with the DJ set. Hopefully Golden Child comes up and B2Bs with me for a sec, and yeah, we'll get started in a sec.
night, so I went to the club. Put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody talking to me as soon as I stepped in the spot. 200 bitches in the building, ain't none of them hot. Except for this pretty young thing that was working on the way at the top. Shouted, what is her name? Ooh, she made us drinks, the drink. We drunk and drunk and now I know she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I wink back, and then I think that we hit it on something proper like the bartender. Ooh, if you're looking for me, let the bartender. Okay, like the bartender. Yeah, if you're looking for me, let the bartender. Okay, got a brand new girl, so I'm feeling all good inside. Feel like I put some brand new 24s on a brand new ride. Triple shot of Patron on the rocks with a little bit of lime. I'm just keeping it real. Baby still working at the club, so I'm getting in free. Wednesday night I'm on the list, T-Pain plus 3. Every time I hit the spot, baby girl taking care of me. How do you think I feel? Ooh, she made us drinks to drink. We drunk and drunk and now I know
this one.
thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I wink back, and then I think that we gon' have fun at my spot tonight. Like the bartender. Ooh, if you're looking for me, let the bartender. Okay, like the bartender. Yeah, if you're looking for me, let the bartender. Okay. Shorty, I'm sure you ain't that I really ever come out.
Hey.
Then I lose control, programming it, man I try to sound like flow down with it. It's gonna be a matching one, with all your sets and like no more minutes. What they want from the boy, if them go through them passing the point. Mess with the crew, get lost in the void, don't be a sucker like Arsenal's boy.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump. My hump, 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 my hump.
All that junk inside your trunk.
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
What you gonna do with all that ass inside them jeans?
I'ma make you scream, make you scream, make you scream.
e cachaça, mente do mano chegada na rave, nós frita de lupa na cara. Nós soca a xereca dela mastigado de bala. A mente do mano.
No Charlie.
A mente do mano chegada
Tottenham. True say that the thing lives in Tottenham. In the club, chatting about
Can't step on my hair once you come. Like man, not like yo. All my babes go like yo. Dick and that bright red yo. I get dark like Tuesday yo. Big things in my list get slashed for the real face. I might should go first on like Sunday then. Yo. 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 Yo.
Tension. 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 Give me your attention. I'm your reflection. Give me your attention.
If you guys want to start grabbing some chairs, we'll get started with the, he's going to do a little production workshop, and then we'll get into the remixes. So I feel like just sit wherever you want, but maybe grab a chair. Just start, we'll probably get started in like 5 minutes. So.
that light. Give me that light. Give me that light. Give me that light. Yeah. Give me that. Yeah. Free all my little homies, they was going insane. Couple of new niggas tryna jump the game. Told me he a stepper and he tryna hang. I did not believe it till I seen him bang. Creeping down the street, I'm acting out of pain. The homie dog can't let this thing go out in vain. Pussy ain't no blood, it never seen a flame. Tweaking out, give that molly throbbing in my vein. Okay, okay, my baby a real beaker, my baby a real beaker, yo. Baby, I put 60, looking pissy, I don't drink no Trissy, but she be tricky. Cut on butt in person, she got sticky, fucking up a savage, on that pussy, yeah. Yeah. In my mouth when I green. You ain't gon' get that pussy, take it on that cheese. Start the purple stuff down in H-Line. I'm from the city of the codeine. Candy paint with all its spring. Diamonds in my drilling ear, you know I live for ball of dreams. My music gotta be. I came in the game and moved up. A lot of people hate the fact that Mike Jones blew up. Got diamonds shining on my cross, candy blinding from the. Bring your music down to H-Time. You better cup your girl, cause this shit come around. We see some 84s creeping through your time. We started the purple stuff down in H-Time.
Thank you. Let's get it going. Wait, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna put this like here, and then you guys like respond to anything whenever it's off right now. Just turn it on, like in case there's like feedback or someone wants to like respond. Cool. Welcome to Chop Shop, guys. Thank you guys for coming here. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Yeah, I feel like we've done this. This is our 11th Chop Shop, and we're still kind of figuring out the best way to do it. And usually people show up kind of late, so it's like we felt like let's just DJ for a little while. And I think that went great. I think we should do that again and bring more drinks. So, to my right, we have Golden Child, who came in from Orlando just for this. So let's give him a round of applause. Golden Child, I've been knowing about for a long time, maybe like 5 to 8 years. I learned about you through my friend 8effects, who's another incredible producer. But maybe a lot of you guys, maybe he's a little new to you. So I wanted to kind of introduce him and kind of, tell you a little bit about him. And also you've been listening to his stems for the last month. Probably, the stems say a lot just right there. Like this guy's, what do you say, cracked? Like cracked is the right word. Super, super good producer. And I didn't even know all the stuff he was working on. But he's doing some really big stuff right now. I'm gonna let him decide if he wants to tell you all the stuff he's doing. But, yeah. So tell us about yourself, man. Like, what's your kind of background? Like, I mean, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I go by Golden Child. You guys can call me Golden or Anthony. I'm originally from New Jersey. That's where I was kind of born and that kind of thing. So, parents moved to Florida, so now I live in Orlando. Cool, just Florida. I don't know. I think people think it's cooler than it is, but maybe you guys say the same.
We don't think Florida's cool. But.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sick of it, honestly. Yeah, I started making beats. I started DJing first, like in 6th grade, I think. I listened to like radio DJs, and I was pretty inspired to just start. I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world, so I picked it up, started doing that, and then that led me to start making beats. I actually got one of the little Ableton Launchpad minis, and that kind of started the whole. I wanted to make like dubstep on there, and then that started the whole production journey. So as been about, I think I'm like on year 10 now of production, I guess. So, and it's probably the last 4 years or so, I feel like I've started to get to a point where I've actually been like happy about the stuff I've been making and putting out. But honestly, it's been a cool journey so far. You learn a lot about yourself and about everybody else too, just how the world works and runs, and teaches you more than you'd think. So it's cool. I'm excited to see where it goes moving forward. But it's kind of hard to stay with it sometimes. You know, it's definitely not the easiest industry and to kind of be successful in. But it's been, if you're consistent, you stick with it, and you have goal and drive, the goals and drive, then you'll see some things happen eventually. But
For sure,
yeah,
man.
so
Well, thank you for coming, and maybe we'll leave some time for like some questions and stuff. I was gonna say another part of like changing it up chop shop wise to make it a little more like interesting is I wanted to give him a chance to kind of show you guys some projects, maybe the project for the track that we've all been working on. But also, I mean, you guys are probably going to hear that like 30 times today, so maybe like something else. Yeah, just to see his workflow and kind of how he approaches stuff. So if you're down to show us some stuff.
yeah, I'll show you. I have a track called Prize that came out. It's with Fabian Mazur and Robu. So the stems that I had originally that I had sent for the chop shop was actually a third drop idea that I had sent back to Fabian, but we like weren't feeling it. But I ended up really liking the lead, so instead of like scrapping it, I decided to make that beat out of it. But this was the track. I can't. Yeah. And this one's out on Spotify and everything now.
I ain't got time for the lies. I keep my eyes on the prize. Low key, no disguise as a prize. I should keep my eyes on the prize. I ain't got time for the lies. I keep my eyes on the prize. Low key, no disguise as a prize. I should keep my eyes on the prize.
Got the pockets on swole and my eyes on the prize.
So like I can explain.
Eyes on the prize.
So yeah, this is the So yeah, that was like the lead, but we sent it back, decided to scrap it there. So that ended up being the one that I had sent for the stems. But I for this one I actually used Simp Plant to make that lead. And do you guys know what Simp Plant is? You used Simp Plant before? It's like this. Like I'll show you.
I was gonna say like this is a project of stems.
Stems, yeah.
So a lot of stuff probably happened before this, and then you said he sent it back to you like this, right?
Yes, this is what Simp Plant looks like. It has like, I don't know, it's weird. You just like draw these little branches, you see, and it just starts making random sounds. And what's cool about Simp Plant is they added this like AI in here so that you can actually drop in a sound, and then it'll recreate the sound like multiple different times. So you can like, so basically what I did is I did that. I used the AI to kind of make that little plucky lead, and then I resampled it. So I kind of like played it out, found a little loop I liked, resampled it, and then that's what you're seeing here. Is it like chopped up? So I like to go in and like usually bounce everything from like MIDI to audio directly after. It just makes it easier to like play with the samples, and then you can use a lot of the warping algorithms to really like make some weird stuff. I like stuff that's kind of different that you can't really like hear in a lot of places, but I also like it to make sense. Sometimes that's the hard part, but the processing is pretty basic on this as well. I just have a little bit of EQ. I love Redux. It just gives it that little crunch and kind of gives it that like almost like 8-bitty sounds on top. And then spectral time, you can get weird with like it's like a shifter delay thingy, really, really strange. And then erosion to kind of give it a little bit more of that little crunchiness to it as well. And then roar is like, if you have Ableton 12, is the new like multi-band distortion plugin that they added in there. And I mean, it's amazing. And that alone it's great for vocals, leads, bass, 808s, everything. And then reverb, I love just throwing the reverb around too. So like a lot of my tracks will have the reverb being just like thrown. So it's like, I love doing that. It kind of creates like space, and
that makes me feel better that you use the stock reverb, because I also love the stock reverb, and I'm like, I should probably have a better reverb, but that's good. It works.
Well, I have like it depends on what you're using it for, because like the vocals, I definitely use like different reverbs. The Valhalla stuff's great, but the Ableton one just gives you a lot of control to automate, and it just like lets you.
It doesn't need as much CPU.
Exactly,
so
and that too. So it's very CPU friendly, but. What's cool is like a little trick too that I like to do is like if I have the reverb kind of being thrown around like that, I'll usually just take it and then I'll do like in this little like piece that we capture by resampling. This right here, like I usually will take these and then I'll like cut it and reverse it and then make these little swells and stuff like that. So that kind of also I just like my big thing when I'm trying to make beats is just I like it to have like flow and bounce a lot. I have like Timbaland is like a huge inspo for me, like early Timbaland and like the old school like Missy Elliott, like all that kind of stuff where all the beats are just like infectious and timeless. So I think like I've been trying to like move. I really like hip hop and like rap music and that kind of stuff too. And then the bass music and like electronic music also has a place in my heart. So I like to try to merge the two together. And that's kind of like, I guess the sound I'm trying to like push forward. But so yeah, that's kind of how that lead was made for that.
Do you have like another project we could hear that's like not stemmed out yet? Yeah. I would love to see. Yeah, what's up?
I'm sorry, I had a question. What was the name of the program where you say you manipulated with the weed? Was it Stem?
That one's called Simp Plant.
Simp
Plant.
S-Y-N. Sin. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like basically like a synthesizer. That one's more like experimental, I would say. Like there's Serum, there's Massive, there's Vital's a free one too. That's really good. There's a few that I use, and then I don't know if everyone's been using Serum too at all. I don't know if you guys have messed around with that at all. I haven't really touched it too much. But then let's see. There's one that I have.
If you pause and look at who he's working with, it's pretty impressive. He doesn't want you to see that.
I kinda,
he's scared because it's getting streamed.
Oh, this one. Yeah, this was another one. My friends from, I had Ellipsis from Chicago, and then Robu came in and from London actually. We kind of had like a little, they all stayed at my apartment, and we were just cooking up, making crazy beats and stuff like that. So they all kind of make similar genres to me, but it's all like bounce and trappy stuff. But this one, we actually made, Jake Ellipsis started it in the drum rack and Robu, and I was at work actually while they were at my apartment making beats. So I came home to like this basically. So, but yeah, this is a kind of like a Missy Elliott flip. Let's see.
Work me, work me. I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper. My thing, motherfucker. Boys, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always leaving rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight. So with it, say it again, so with it, make that money, so with it, booty bouncing. Get it crunk and wired, wave your hands, scream loud.
fills in there. So what's interesting about this one is that they had, I don't know if you can see the roar right here on the drums. You can see if I stop it. So roar actually has this like feedback mode right here, and you can mess with like it almost like, I don't know, like if you automate the amount of the feedback here and mess with this like this rate, then it starts to create these crazy like weird things like that, like just weird artifacts that just kind of move randomly. So if you can actually capture these and resample and, like I said, make leads out of them or make weird percussive grooves. So that's kind of what I like to do as well, is like take things like that, resample them, then just make like kind of build a beat after sometimes, and like dissect the samples and then take parts that are cool and then, you know, make new grooves and new drums and all that kind of stuff.
Can you give us like a Roar tutorial?
Roar tutorial? Yeah,
I've been like meaning to like learn more about Roar. I love like the new distortion stuff, but I haven't messed with it that much.
This is I'm still learning it actually too. But let's see if we put like, let's find like a drum loop or something. Yeah, cool. That one's fat. Got this. Yeah, let's lower that a little bit. So yeah, then we throw Roar on here. And I already have it in routed to multi-band mode. So normally it'll start as like a single right here. So it's just like a single band distortion. So it'll just, so you can get like crazy with it. But the multi-band distortion kind of lets you distort either the lows, mids, or the highs. So individual bands there makes it a little bit more control. I usually use it for like the low, for like the 808s or the kick drums. You can like
that sets what lows means. Is that what the frequency knob does?
Yeah.
Or is that an EQ? Or is that
frequency
a
is like,
filter?
it's like a filter, like a low pass filter. You can switch it to high pass. But I usually use it for low pass filter, so you can try to just like curve it off.
Is that happening after or before? It's probably after, right?
I think after, right?
So you distort it and then you filter it.
And filter it, yep. But then that feedback mode, which is the thing I really like, is this right here, and this might get crazy. So
that's yeah.
So usually, like, I'll literally just like automate that, like scribble it, you know, like while it's playing, like literally record that. So like it'll be like this, and then just like, and then like when you play it back, it'll just, all right. You know, so like that's like a little trick I used to make like really weird leads.
Dude, I'm so glad I asked you to show me this. Because
I mean, you could probably put it on like, even if you use it for like acapellas. Like I'm trying to think, there's so many acapellas. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. This is.
It's just gonna do that to it. It's gonna go.
Well, if you use that, yeah. So like I'll show you like if I have a vocal. Let's.
Bill Braincroft in the chat says, "How did he figure that out?"
It's just wiggle. Just literally twisting knobs. That's
twisting knobs.
A lot of things I have is just twisting knobs. I don't know if you've ever seen like the hi-hat God video, or
yeah.
He's like,
he's like, yeah, I just
yeah. He's like I pass it off.
I pass it off to my friend who's a hi-hat God, and it's like
it's
like 16th notes.
I love that one. Let's see. Yeah, if I get like try to find something. Maybe like.
I'm gonna grab the wine, but I'll be right back.
This is Schoolboy Q. Actually, Billie Eilish. Yeah, this is the.
Me finish. I know you don't care, but can you listen?
So same thing. Usually I use it for vocals too. So I do a little roar.
Let me finish. I know you don't care.
So you can make it like for electronic music, it's really cool because you can really like distort it and then squash it after. So if I wanted to like see.
I know you don't care.
And I like to make these audio effect tracks. So I'll usually will have like the main. I usually like label it main. And then we'll do I duplicate it, create like a little parallel chain. This will be the echo. You can use like the stock echo as well. And then you drop it in here. Make sure the dry wet's all the way up. Basically making like a send track. And then now we can.
Let me finish. I know you don't care.
And we can make like really weird delays and reverbs and.
Let me finish. I know you don't care. But can you listen?
So, and then usually I'll add like another thing, which will be like a reverb. I'll just name it reverb. And then we can just use the stock reverb for that too. And then drop it in here and get rid of the echo and make sure dry wet's all the way up for that. And then now we have like individual. So this will be like the main track, which is the vocal.
Don't care.
With roar on it, and then this will have the echo. And that's only the echo coming off of that, the delay, and then one with the reverb as well. So usually when I'm working like with artists, rappers, and stuff like that, I'll make these chains, and then I'll individually process like the delay or the reverb separately. Some guys I work with, they like their delays to be really like moving around and experimental, and they like them like distorted, but they don't want the vocal. They want the vocal clean, but everything else in the background to really like kind of be washed out and distorted. So I usually use this setup to create those effects, and then because now we can.
Whenever I teach this like method, I call it the like have your cake and eat it too. Like you can have the really really dry vocal and the really really reverb vocal and the delay. Like they're all there. It's just how much do you want of each one, you know?
Yeah, I mean this is great for vocal processing especially, but if we were to use it on the drums, what you can do is you can actually like, let's like turn this off for now. We'll do like the same thing. I'll just create a couple. We'll do one maybe where it's like low and one where it's high. And then let's mute this. So then the low one, put like an EQ. So we'll do, and then this one, iPad. So you can like individually kind of dissect the samples too. And then that gives you more, like same thing, we can just distort the low end only. So if we turn this on, we can make the low end do the weird like feedbacky stuff. So it's just ways to make just more interesting grooves and interesting samples and stuff like that. So that's, I don't know. I just try to have fun. Honestly, like it should always just feel fun. You know, I think a lot of stuff that I make comes from accidents of just literally doing this and just twisting stuff and being like whoa, and then just grabbing it
and listening, right? Like yeah, that's the main thing is like knowing when something has happened that's like worth putting it into the song, right?
Yeah.
Which is different for everybody, obviously. Right. Yeah. Maybe like we got like, I'm down to start the remixes in like 10 minutes, but if you guys want to ask some questions, it'd be cool to like put it on the mic too. Do you have the mic, Alec? Just so the stream can hear you guys. If we got like 10 more minutes of questions and answers, maybe with Golden Child before we get into the remixes. Anybody? He's got a wealth of knowledge, so I'd have more questions. What do you guys think?
Ask whatever.
Silence. They're like, we're just here to watch, man.
Just here to
watch. Okay, let's go. You guys want to just get started? Okay. there might not be more questions for him later, so this could be your one chance. Okay, whatever. Cool. Let's get started. We got about 20 submissions today, which is pretty fat. So thank you guys for doing that. I'm assuming most of you that are in here submitted, and I know there's people watching at home on the stream. And yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out. We've been doing this for almost a year. This is the 11th one. Next month will be the 12th one. And I guess I can probably tell you who it is. I'll tell you at the end who the next sample person is, which is like probably one of our biggest artists yet. But Golden Child is up there. So thank you guys for submitting. And I'm really stoked. We haven't heard these at all. So I'm pretty hype. Yeah, let's get started. Up first, we got Midnight Rabbit. If you're in here, let me know. Midnight Rabbit, if you're at home, let's get it going. I clicked on the SoundCloud link and it wasn't working, so we got the backup link here, sorry. Got the backup link here, the Dropbox link. That's why the backup links are important. All right, let's go. Midnight Rabbit. Make some noise for Midnight Rabbit, y'all.
That was actually cool.
What do you think?
That was cool. It kind of gave me like what is it? Like the old school like bangerang, like the bangerang, like that. Like that was crazy actually. That was weird. That was like interesting take. The stems are really weird. I don't know how people are gonna like flip them. They're just different. That was cool.
Yeah. No, you don't need to tell the people that.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna rank them just so we can do first, second, third, whatever. But
gotcha.
You don't need to tell them what your ranking is. Cool. Up next, we got Hersa Kids. You in here? Hersa Kids, Kizz. Let's pull it up so you guys can see what it looks like. Hersa Kids. I like the vibes. All right, here we go. This is it, right? Okay. I'll make sure this is the right track. All right, make some noise for Hersa Kids. Yeah, I mean, nice idea. I don't know if that was a remix of this song. I have no idea. I can't tell if it is, but what do you think?
I don't know how to recognize anything. I mean, cool little beat. I don't know.
I double checked. This is the right. This is the right link.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who this is, but probably someone like somewhat of a beginner producer, and my feedback would be like mostly for this competition, like we got to at least be able to tell that it's somewhat related to the stems that were given out. My feedback related to just like a beat, like it's cool. Like I mean, I could see someone rapping on this, whatever. But I think if you're gonna bounce a 3-minute, 20-second thing, there should be 3 minutes and 20 seconds of like music. And I think this is about 30 seconds that just kind of goes over and over and over and over, which, totally fair to just have that if you could like put it in your car and you just want to rap to it. But for something like this, it's like once I kind of can tell that it's an endless loop, I'm gonna stop it. So cool. Hersa Kids. Hey, I appreciate that you sent something in, and you're like just showing up is half the battle. So shout out to Hersa Kids. All right, cool. Next up, we got, let me see, Ruhao. Ruhao in the building. Ruhao is a killer. He's submitted to a bunch of these. Super dope producer. All right, make some noise for Ruhao, everybody.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, if you're new to this, we usually play about a minute of each song. I mean, if it's like going crazy, we'll let it keep going. This is great. I wanted to hear what that second half was, but we wanted to keep it moving here. So what do you think?
Yeah, that one's cool. I like the approach too on that one. It's more of like a Latin, like a tribal Latin groove to it. So yeah, I like the way that the samples flipped. I like how the chops were used too. Kept the beat moving. A lot of groove in there, a lot of swing. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think it kind of hit me as just like a nice like edit, kind of like there's kind of like that small difference between like edit and remix, and yeah, I feel like you just kind of a simple reimagining of the track. I like this artwork is pretty crazy. If you didn't see, it's like a guy watching the U.S. election results, and he's like taking a picture. Also, it's like a swipe thing, so it's like I don't know what's going on. That part was amazing. All right, up next we got Endcast. Endcast. Are you here, Endcast? I'll show you. Sometimes it's easier to see what it's spelled like. Endcast. Okay, let's do it. Oh, 1 sec. That's when I don't.
That was sick.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That was cool. That I could actually hear that one being like played out at like a festival. You know, it's kind of like that, more of like a hard techno-y vibe to that one. So I just imagine a bunch of kids just like just going crazy to that. No, that was sick. I like the way it was really gritty too.
Yeah, it was gritty. It was like borderline. Like I was trying to figure out the mix of like how loud to make it, because that's a really special talent when you can make those kind of sounds and it's like theoretically painful to your ears, but not actually painful. So I think he's riding the line of that. So
I think that's a sweet spot though. Like
it was in the sweet spot. Yeah,
just enough pain. I like when they hurt just a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, the pain thing is interesting because I think as I've gotten better as a producer, like over the years, then you start to like think more like that. You're like, you want that like grittiness, but you don't want it to hurt. But even when someone's like new, or I don't know who this person is or if they're new to production, but the idea is still really good. You can still tell, like, even if it could be mixed like slightly better, it's like, this is a vibe. Like everyone's like, we see the vision, you know? So that's cool. I like that. Give it up for Ancast one more time.
Yeah.
Cool. Up next, we got Xenopus, Bill Bancroft. He's definitely in the chat. He submitted to every single Chop Shop. So shout out to Bill. Let's get it going. Yeah, we got more chairs too if you guys want to. Plenty of chairs, yeah. All right, make some noise for Xenopus, everybody.
Sick.
What do you think?
Yeah, that was. I like the. That was more like an ambient direction, more a little drum and bass action. It was pretty cool. I like the. I like the way that the vocals were used, and I like the atmosphere that it was sitting. It was pretty cool. The drums are nice.
Yeah, I think Bill does a really good job every time of making like a real song idea. Like he always submits like 3-minute beats, and he knows I'm going to cut him off after a minute, but he's like, he loves this, you know, he loves making music. So I feel like there's always like a bigger structure that he really puts all the stems into. And yeah, I liked it. Cool. Nice. Give it up for Xenopus one more time. Hazy. Up next, we got Hazy Baby. Is Hazy Baby in here? Oh, let's go. The Hazy Baby is here. Can I ask where the name comes from?
I just thought of it at night.
You were being a hazy baby that night?
That's it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, nice. Man.
Hazy as fuck.
Wait, I don't, and the stems that they look at me now like is in there? Is that what you used in the beginning? Like the you use that? That's
Wait, let me hear it.
No, because like that's what it is. Or you chopped it, or did you add like a different clap? Oh, okay.
I wanted to hear that part because like the BPM like changes. Or it's just like a really lagged out drum, but it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Are you using? Is there like a big kick on the one like every other whatever? Okay, yeah, yeah, no, that's cool. It's like that's actually a really good technique because that makes like some beats like if you do that, it makes the like I like when the beats like fall into the next beat if that makes sense. So that helps with that.
Yeah, it's interesting because sometimes there can be like a drum loop going on.
Yeah.
And you overlay another like simpler beat and it works.
Oh, exactly. No, that was cool. I like that one has like a swing to it too. I like the little lead. The lead. Did you use what did you use for the lead on that? Is that the?
It was just some synth.
Oh, cool.
Ableton,
No, it sounds sick.
Yeah, are you?
Put some rebates on it. Like,
Nice.
Are you when you're producing? Like, I'm wondering how you make something like this. Are you like? Because you said you're using Ableton, right? Like, this feels like kind of like an MPC producer who's like really not even quantized. Like, is it just kind of off the grid or how?
yeah, it's very loose quantization. I like to keep it. So, I get there at the end and kind of like, I think like you're like, oh, is that on time? But I don't know. I was like, fuck it.
I would love to see this project for sure.
Loose.
Yeah, it's very loose, but like it's enough not loose for me not to like pick it apart and be like, this is wrong. You know, it's like it's just enough like correct from like that was a choice. Like that was cool.
No, it keeps the groove like you're not like dragging too far behind the beat, which is nice. Sometimes putting like the clap slightly ahead and then everything like way behind makes it so that the clap will keep it'll keep the groove. Yeah, exactly. So the track delays, I don't know why the new update of 12, they like took out the track delays on the side.
You have to like search for it.
I hate that so much.
Annoying.
That's like the thing I use the most. So track delays definitely help with the swing and bounce too. But that one's sick. I like that one a lot. Yeah, man. Send that to me when we're done.
I'll send it to you.
Oh yeah, you can send it to me, yeah.
I was gonna pull up Ableton to show you guys how to pull up the track delay because I had to figure it out too.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll do it as the next one. Well, now I already started the process. In 11, it's just there, kind of like I'm gonna pull this over here.
It's on the side.
Well, no, actually, no, that's not true. I'll show you. So for the new producers here that are don't know what we're talking about, in 11, there's on the bottom right. There's like a something something and then D. There's like 3 little letters, and then D is track delay. And they took that away, which is really annoying. So in 12, you have to go to View. Where is it?
It's arrangement track control.
I can't. Okay, I gotta look at my actual. Okay, yeah, this one. All right, arrangement track controls, track options. Oops.
Oh wait, no. Yeah,
this one.
Yeah.
Then you can see the track delay. And for anyone new to production or whatever, if you want to know what this does, when you go up, it basically, like if the clap is happening like, right on time, if you go like up like 30 milliseconds, it plays it 30 milliseconds late. So it's cool because the clap can look like it's on the grid, like over here, but then like, oh, it has like 46 milliseconds of swag behind it. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to show you that because it took me a while to figure out where that was.
Yeah, honestly, like even if you're
right here.
Even for simple beats or whatever, like even if you're just like have a beat with like guitar over it and stuff like that, I always like to like pull the guitar back, or sometimes even like some rappers, like I'll slide them back a little bit and it just has them like sit in the pocket a little bit better.
It's really good for vocals. Like if you have a vocal that's like right on the beat, like sometimes that sounds kind of awkward. Like you want it to like be a little behind the beat. So yeah.
Yeah, it just humanizes it, makes it more natural sounding.
Do you use that, Hazy Baby, or are you doing it like by hand?
Yeah, so this, for example, I used the push.
Oh, nice.
I was just like with the hi-hats, just kind of like...
You're playing it in.
Nice. Nice.
That's cool. I think it's good to have like that human element.
Yeah, I try not to quantize too much because it just makes it a bit robotic.
For sure. All right, up next we got Rohan Dyer. Rohan, are you here? Let's go.
Let's go. Another
He's
one.
here. He's contributed a couple times, so I think, yeah, your stuff's awesome.
At CUNY, it's never
No.
too late to get your degree. Choose from more than 2,800 certificates.
I was like, yo, interesting. Interesting to start. Start with the advertisement.
Well, let's just let it run out. It's because I'm on the 343 account. Well, how about I take this little delay to show you guys the 343 account where we actually make a mix of all these beats. Not all of them. We try to like hone it down to like the best ones. And then we're going to drop, like, this is like from, 2 ago. Leaf Boy right here was our last guest host, and he was our last mix. So, yeah, we do like a continuous mix of all the best beats. So that'll be up in the next week or two from all these beats today. So I'm just using this ad time to tell you about that. I could log out and then log into my account, but now it's already over. Okay. Dismiss. Okay, here we go. Okay, where was I? Mix row. No. Sorry. Yeah, Rohan. Yeah. There's two different names here. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Would you rather go by Rohan Dyer or Mix row? Mix row. You gotta change it, bro.
No.
here.
That's it.
Let's go.
Sick.
Nice. Make some noise for Mix Row.
What was the inspiration for like the intro part? Like what made you think of that? I'm just curious. Oh, that was cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was interesting. That's why I was just curious because I was like, it's just an interesting approach to that. So that was cool. I like that. I think too, like that kind of sound like the jazz fusion with like the Latin drums, and that might actually be like a cool thing to tap into. So yeah, it's something, it might be cool actually. If you find like the correct blend, like that actually might work pretty cool. So.
Yeah, I think the reason I didn't feel like perfectly like blended was just like the key was kind of all over. Like the key, there was like kind of like I think 2 or 3 different like mode changes or key changes in your part, which is like the saxophone and all that stuff. And then with his part, like all the original stems were kind of like the same original keys. Like even that vocal, like, my voice is gone, but like that voice, like the voice doesn't change pitch. So in theory, like even though it's just like a random vocal sample, it's still like locking you into like that note. So if the other stuff kind of does like all these key changes and that doesn't, it kind of feels like it doesn't match. But yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. I think it's just, figuring out how it all comes together. I just let the whole thing play because I wanted to see like the vision. And there's kind of like multiple visions in here. So yeah, it's cool. Nice. All right. Cool. Give it up for Mix Row in the building. Midnight Rabbit is up next. Is Midnight Rabbit in the building? No. All right.
That's funny too because the vocal is my roommate. Shout out RJ. I think he's watching.
Yeah,
but
he's in the stream.
I just threw him in the closet and he just got on the mic and just started saying stuff, and then that's what turned that into the vocal chop for that.
Nice. I like the artwork. This is gonna go hard. I can already tell. Is it? No. The beat Yo, we already heard this one. I'm sorry. This is the first one. Somehow I got 2 submissions for it. So this is the one we heard from the Dropbox link, which we already liked. So
yeah, no, the chop is super cool. Now.
Yeah, sorry I didn't realize I had this on here twice. All right. Shout out to Midnight Rabbit. Up next, we got Leaf Boy, Alec in the building.
Let's go.
Leaf Boy was our last special guest here at Chop Shop, so go check out the last mix because there's a bunch of dope remixes of his track. Yeah, let's go.
That's the vocoder? That's sick.
Girl, you know
That's tight. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Is that like a granulator for the vocal or something, or is that? Oh wow. That's crazy. No, I really like the. Yeah, that was very interesting. Was there a vocoder on there too? Or no, you just like duplicated it and just pitched it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't expect that at all. That was actually really cool. It was, it's funny because if you guys knew RJ, it's just funny to like hear his voice like to change around like that. It's so funny, dude. That's sick though. It was really cool. I actually really like that.
Yeah, really nice, man.
Really original too.
Yeah, your stuff's always really original and like really bold. Like I feel like the reason you've like he's like won a couple of these and like he really stands out every time you submit something. And I think that's something to be said about just like being really bold about like what you're gonna do. And part of that is just the concept being so different. But also the execution is always like really clean. And I know you're super young and you've like kind of transitioned from like your singer-songwriter vibes into producer vibes. And I still think like there's room. Like I feel like you could go full Flume. You know what I mean? Like this is like Flume-ish, but like I feel like if there was kind of like just bigger, like after you hear like saw like his projects and stuff, like you know, there's you can go crazier. I feel like I'm pushing you hard because you were my student and like I think you're a genius and I want to just like see how genius you can get. So yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty genius at the beginning.
No, yeah, I
it was
mean,
the beginning was really
I'm
genius.
nitpicking like the sound design because I feel like it can even get crazier, but the music part of it's always top notch. So
Creativity.
hell yeah, nice work. Up next we got Oscar Ciudad. Oscar, you in the building? Oscar always comes correct with the crazy, kind of like techno-y stuff, but let's see what he's got today. Let's go. Nice work.
Yeah, that one sounds like when the rave starts. You know, like when the sun goes down and everything starts getting weird. that was cool. It sounds still very tribal too. Like I feel like it puts you like in the forest. Like it sounds like you're just out there. You know, it's cool. I like it.
I think Oscar is like pretty amazing. Like I think the more I've heard him, like I don't know if I've ever met Oscar. Maybe I have. If you're not here, right, Oscar? He submits almost every time, and it's like there's a lot of talent that goes into like sounding like he makes it sound easy. You know, it's just like, oh, that's what that genre sounds like, and it's like that's harder than it sounds to be able to do that, and like it's just really clear songwriting, like really really clear, kind of like phrase by phrase. You know, the bass cuts out, the bass comes back. Like it's very simple, but I feel like I think there's such a power in good songwriting. Like it'll eclipse good sound design, right? Like good songs will get more plays than a song with like the coolest sound design, in my opinion. Like from my perspective, because I feel like I've always been a better songwriter than like a crazy like sound designer, and my stuff gets a lot of plays. Like the stuff that feels like it was like a good, perfect circle of like a song, like that has like all the elements of a song, like gets a lot of plays more than like the stuff that I try to get the coolest snare or whatever. So I think Oscar does a really good job of songwriting, so shout out to Oscar. Cool. Sorry, I just want to get on my soapbox and talk about Oscar Ciudad for a second. I think he's awesome. All right, up next we got Chocolate Cake. Chocolate Cake is here. I think someone should go get her. She's in class, but maybe see if it's. I can come back to her later if it's too. Should I wait? Let's come back to her. Yeah, we'll come back to chocolate cake. All right, we got Earl up next. Earl's definitely in the chat, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he won first place last time. Let me double check. Yeah, he won first place at the last Chop Shop. So let's go. Earl coming up next. There we go.
Hold on.
My God. Give it up for Earl.
Yeah, that one was cool. I like that it kept going back and forth. The transitions were really smooth and clear. And I like the chop. The sound design was nice too. There was a few like little stang face moments in there. And the mix was slapping too. That would definitely translate well on a system. Like really, really cool, really tight. I like that one actually a lot.
Yeah, I think that was cool to come after Oscar. Like just kind of like two really good like same genre kind of guys. I think Earl's production is more. It just seems a little more like it's not that it's like. It's definitely louder and like it just feels like it fits more into like our, into like the genre of like the bass music heads who like need like the loudest possible like thing. But I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like if you put them up next to each other, like. This one is like a bigger kind of mix, but I'm saying songwriting wise, like they're both really good. And I do like, and I think that was smart of him to like, or them, I don't know who Earl is, but like to do kind of like the half and half house halftime thing because, we're not really playing a lot of house DJ sets, at least I'm not. So it's like, if you have something that has house elements and then it does also has like a little bit of that halftime stuff, like it's easier to like drop that. So he's like appealing to, this is how you win these competitions, like he's like doing the brain like analyzation of what would these guys want, so I thought that was really smart.
Yeah, I think in the future I would like to hear more like interesting drum choices too. Like I think some of them we just hear a lot. That was like my only thing. I just want to hear like cooler, maybe like rims and snares instead. Maybe just a little like take that a further step.
For sure. Way, just in general?
Like, yeah, just like for the drum choice specifically, but they were smacking though, so.
Yeah. Nice work. All right, cool. Up next, we got Renee Balkasons. Is Renee in the building? No? Okay. Renee, let's check it out. Oh, hold on. I got to do the backup track. We'll come back to Renee. Let me find the backup link because somehow this isn't working. Melvin up next. Who's Melvin? Is Melvin in the building? I like the artwork. It's pretty crazy. Let's go.
Is this Monkey Rascal?
Yo, make some noise.
Is that Monkey Rascal? Is he using a burner?
So he thinks this is this guy Monkey
Wait.
Rascal.
Is
Who
that-
these guys probably don't know who that is either. If you want to tell us about Monkey Rascal,
Trying to see if
he thinks this is a burner account for Monkey Rascal.
Wait, I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
If not, whatever. Whoever it is, amazing.
I don't know, dude. I'm waiting
He's
for
looking in the chat.
Waiting for the chat. No, that one's crazy.
Monkey Rascal, identify yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked him out, you gotta peep his beats. Monkey Rascal's probably one of
You
my
think
favorite.
is that what he looks like? Is that why you think that? Just because of how it sounds?
No, it's just the groove and the chords. Everything sounds like very orange and like
orange,
pink. I don't know. It's really weird.
Do you have synesthesia?
That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Well, I mean, do you want to say something about it? Or?
No, it's amazing. It's great. I love that one.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites so far, for sure. Like, it's just undeniably amazing. It's also kind of a cheat code to drop like very well-known lyrics into a song because it's like it just makes it like ooh, like it just hits so hard. But you know what? Use the cheat codes. Cool. Up next, we got Twin Fish, definitely in the building. Let's go. Twin Fish. Oh, look at the art. the AI Anthony. Nice.
Yeah, tight.
Make some noise. Twin Fish.
Nice. That was really sick. Like it was just very like wet. Like I don't know. Like it's so like swampy sounding. That's like it was cool. It was like, what did you use to make the lead on that? Really sick. Oh, well, I love that. It was really like crunchy and like it was moving a lot too, which was cool. Very, very, very cool. Interesting.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think this was one of the like it's a really good idea. You know, it's like when you're imagining like what would this artist want as a remix of their song. It's like you chopped it similar to how he did it, but also different and like with a fully different like background music. But yeah, really, really good idea. I think like I'm kind of like also biased, just like which it's unfortunate, but like you can see like you want this to be bigger than this. You know what I mean? Like that's like me nitpicking it. You know what I mean? But like I said earlier, like the song idea is more important than that. Also, I don't trust the SoundCloud like graphic. It's always like weird. But yeah, I mean, you could kind of hear like I heard the intention of the song, and I think if you put some of my first like big tracks that like blew up on the SoundCloud visualizer, they would also look like that. You know what I mean? So like that's going back to the idea of like the idea is more important. But as far as me just being a good like teacher and like giving feedback, that's what I would say is like try to get somehow like make this part bigger than this part. You know what I mean? But yeah, nice. All right, up next we got No Pun. No Pun is here, right? Yeah, let's go. All right. Love the artwork. Nice. Yeah. So you said I met you earlier. You said this is one of your first. Yeah. So I think knowing that, I think there's so much like good things happening here. I'm not going to critique it in a way that I would critique like you, who's like won first place a bunch of times, and I'm like, like, you know what I mean? But like hearing this and knowing that it's one of your first things you've uploaded, I think there's so much good stuff happening there and so many good like intentional like ideas. My like overall advice would just be like, as you get better as a producer, lead me like by the hand. Like imagine I'm like 3 years old and you want to show me like exactly your point. You know what I mean? Like every section, like there's so much, like I can kind of tell what each one of like what you're trying to do, but you kind of left it in the part where I don't fully like, if you know what I mean? Like, and you probably felt that too, as you heard it back, you know, in the room after all these other beats. Right. So it's like, that's kind of, I try to teach that, you know, when I teach classes of like, show me like, lead me by the hand as if I'm like a 3-year-old, like show me exactly what you mean with each section. So it's a very vague criticism, but I think it's like there's so much to be learned as far as like technical production that I'd rather give you a bigger idea. So yeah.
I think too, what I do is usually like I'll start a beat, like maybe like an 8-bar loop, and I just try to cram as much stuff in there as I can. So like it's kind of like a puzzle. So if you have like an 8-bar loop and you build like an entire drop or whatever in there, whatever the beat or whatever in that little 8-bar loop, then you can take the sections and then spread them out. So you can make an intro going into like a pre-hook or whatever, go into the drop, and maybe make a bridge with it. So that way, like if it all sounds good on top of each other, when you spread it out, it'll make a full song and it'll sound like cohesive and like well written, you know. So that's like a good thing too. So that way you're not like trying to like think of the next section and be like, oh, like I need to like make this one crazier than the last. It's kind of just just make it all like together and then try to like separate it, and then you can like add and take, you know. I think it's
one of the hardest things to get good at as you get better as a producer is like simplifying things, because you want to be like, here's all my ideas, but it's actually like going back to the like leading me by the hand, like I can only digest 1 or 2 ideas at a time, right? And some of these guys that I gave like a lot of compliments to, like Oscar Ciudad and like Earl, like these house guys, it's literally one thing. It's just one idea, just over and over and over, but it's like so clear and so obvious. Like that's what they're trying to show me. So you have so many good ideas in here, but I can tell that it's just like, that's the next part, is just simplifying, like simplify all that stuff. But yeah, keep going, man. This is great.
For the first upload, I mean, impressive. Yeah.
No pun, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got Sides. Is Sides here? Sides. Not to be confused with Shades, which is another DJ. Sides. Nice work, Sides. What do you think?
Yeah, that one's more of like, I guess, like the garage, like UKG vibe, more of that. I think I would like to see, like the transitions were cool, but I think maybe more, like I like the more delays and maybe some like throwing it around, maybe just more moments where things kind of drop out. Just making a couple more moments in there could be pretty cool, especially with like a more simple like flow and idea like that. But the sound design's cool. I think it could be pushed even harder, honestly. Like the drums could hit harder, and also like the bass sounds could be just a little bit more distorted. And kind of, I like just when it tears up the mix a little bit more. But it was a sick idea. I like the way that the vocals were used and everything too.
Nice. Yeah, I agree. All that stuff. Like really good idea. really clear, like simple, like version of the song that you could DJ out. That's just clearly like a different genre, you know, like I think that's another thing like I try to help people get good at is like what genre is this, right? And like I think I fought against that for so long because like as like an experimental like bass producer, I'm like, nah, fuck genres. Like who cares, right? But on some level, like you gotta be like, this is kind of like what this is, right? So having like the UK garage version of the song is like beneficial for you. Like I can play that in a set where I'm playing UK garage, right? All right, cool. Up next we got 9G. 9G. We got a couple more here. Almost done actually. Oh, sorry. Let me pull this over here. You're the collab on here. Nice work. 9G is here, right? Hey.
That's sick, dude.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, that was a very interesting take on that. I feel like I could study to that, but also like drive to that. Like, you know, like drive. Like, I don't know. It has like that. It's very like moody. And I like the progression you picked too. It's really cool. I like how you took the lead and you made it kind of like almost like an RP thing with like the delays and stuff. So really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, I definitely thought like musically one of the most interesting like ideas, like taking like the harmonics and the melodies and like chords of his and repurposing them in like a very new creative way was awesome. I think like as you go forward, I think we talked last month, like you're somewhat new to Ableton, right? Or like, yeah. So I think like the sound design stuff will get better and better and better. Like that's another reason I like doing this event, because I think like seeing like someone like this like crazy guy, like what he's like, the level of like perfection he holds himself to, it's like, you know, we could all do that, you know, we could all think like that. So I think if this exact musical idea, like if he took it, like if you paid him to just like, I've thought about paying him to like fix my shit, right? Like he's so good. Like, so it's like, if you just imagine like, what would he do with these stems? Like he would take every piece of audio and make it like just, you know, 10% pluckier, 10% more reverb, or, you know what I mean? Like there's designy things we can do with this. But going back to my original point, the song idea is more important. So you've got that going for you. And I think the longer you keep producing, the other stuff will come. So awesome work.
What do you normally listen to? Like, is it you listen to a lot of synthwave or all over? Gotcha.
Last time you did like an orchestral thing, right? Yeah.
No, it's just crazy how you like heard the stems and like made that out of it. Like that's I'm trying like it's interesting. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh. Uh-huh. Oh, interesting. No, definitely. That genre is cool too, because it's very easy listening, but it's also like, I don't know. It's just good feel, like good vibes, you know. So I think definitely tapping into that and like perfecting that could actually be pretty cool. So that was a really cool idea.
Yeah, really good. All right, yeah. One more time for 9G. It's funny because your artist name 9G feels like I don't know, just like some crazy like rap, like 9G, bitch. Like, but it's like beautiful, like orchestral music. All right. Up next, we got X Queen, which is Queen Regine over here, but she's formerly artist formerly known as Queen Regine. X Queen. I get it now. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor, and when you're choosing from Chuck.
I'm sorry.
I like that one.
Yo, give it up for X Queen.
That's cool. It's like I grew up. My mom loved like freestyle music, and she used to listen to when we were in Jersey. She listened to KTU all the time on the radio. It was like listening to Judy Torres and everybody. It's like the old school freestyle. My uncle used to like put the cardboard on the street and like break dance and stuff like that. So it kind of reminded me of that. That mixed with like Miami bass. And like sort of like being in Florida, like that genre is big there too. So like it's and breaks, like the old school breaks, kind of gave me like that kind of vibe too. So I think honestly, like the BPM, I feel like if it was like knocked up a couple, it would have been like just a little bit like higher energy, a little faster, yeah. And then also the I think the snare and like could just be like a little tighter. Just I feel like the tighter snare for that kind of beat makes it like you want it to like bounce and maybe more like little like laser sounds, kind of like little like plucky sounds, like in the background. There was one part of there was like one moment where you added these like almost like riser laser things in the background, and then I was kind of waiting for that. When it came in, it like like kind of more of that just to keep the like the energy up. Keep it up, and it's just that's like I don't know, but I like the approach to that a lot actually. So it was a.
No, it was awesome. Like, I mean, it's funny because like you're hearing her for the first time ever today, and that was dope, right? Yeah. Like, I've watched you come for like, I've seen you basically since like you've opened Ableton for the first time. So like, and like, you've taken a lot of the feedback that you've gotten from me and probably other people, like I don't know, all the stuff you're doing, but like, so proud. Like, this is just like a lot of the stuff I've been telling you is simplify and make it like very easy to follow, like phrase wise, like just more like 8 bars of this, 8 bars of this. And this is like by far the best thing I've heard from you. And I think you're like well on your way. Just keep going. Like the simplicity of it's great. Yeah. Give it up for X Queen. Like,
yeah, that genre is getting like popular again too. So I think making edits and flips.
And you're like a radio DJ. Yeah.
It has that radio vibe to it, like I imagine like when a DJ gets on the radio, starts mixing, like that's what they start playing breaks and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool.
And now you have like a superpower. Like you can just do this now. Like that was amazing. Yeah. Like I think like just get a little like tighter with like some of these vocal chops. Like over here, like the overall stuff is like really good. Like even if like I don't know what these drums are, whether they're a loop, whether they're your own drums, like I don't care because the song is cool and like it works. And I love everything about it. So like the little vocal chops, like somehow over here they kind of like they're like in front of the beat a little bit. Like there's a lot of ways you could address it. You could just move them by hand, move the vocal chops by hand, or you could do what we were talking about earlier with the track delay. Like this will kind of fix that. This kind of puts, like if you push it up a little bit, like if something's like right on the beat, it'll push it a little behind the beat. So yeah, just some of the, I just feel like it kind of fell off the beat. What? Yeah, it's called, what is it? Arrangement track controls, track options. So, I mean, I think the edits that I'm asking for is almost like a little more than that. It's like bigger than that because that's like for really, really small changes. Hold on, let me find this. Let's go back to your track here just to show you what I mean. You feel how the vocal's like running in front of, it's like 1 millisecond before the beat. And I think usually like, unless you're like Playboy Cardi, who can like kind of get away with like, some rappers can do this weird thing where they're like in front of the beat and it kind of works. But like 99% of the time you want the vocal to be kind of like a little behind the beat. So just push it back a little bit. But that's really like, other than that, like such a good idea, such a simple, like keep making these simple bangers. And I think like, do you feel like this is like, you turned a corner a little bit? Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, you're killing it. This is great. I would drop this. This is great.
Yeah, it's the pockets. Like the way I think of it too is like if you take a rubber band and you just like stretch it out. Like sometimes when you stretch certain sounds out further apart, you know how like the rubber band, like if you were to weigh it down, like it would go further down. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to. It's all about like give and take. You create like dynamic tension with the pockets you choose. So but yeah, I think being more intentional with like the placement of some of the drums and like he was saying, like the chops will help the groove and the bounce feel more natural. And just help it swing more. So it's just that you want that like undeniable groove that people like, even if they're just listening to it, it's playing on speakers somewhere, they're just like move into it, you know. But yeah, but sick.
Of course. Nice work. Cool. So we have a couple more to go back to because the links didn't work, but we're basically done. We have 2 more. Up next, we got Renee Balkasins, which I think they're in the chat. And yeah, I think we're just going to play the drive link because that one works. So yeah, here we go. Nice. Nice work. Oh, me? Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, I think it was like at first I was wondering if this was not going to have any sub in it, right? Like, but then it came in, right? Like eventually it's like, oh shit, like they're aware of, like it started with no sub and then it dropped. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good stuff in here. I think, you know, it's tough when you're doing a remix competition and you hear the same, like the melody of your song, like do 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 do, like do 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 do. Like my voice is so fucked right now, but the melody of his song that we've heard basically in everybody's remixes. So then hearing it for like the 20th time and hearing it like slower, I don't know. It just felt like if you just sometimes like what I'll do is like take out like the thing that like I'll start the song with that's like the main idea. I'll like go down this rabbit hole. Like we did this today actually with that song we made, but like just take like, even though the whole drum pattern and everything was built around like do 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 do, like what if you turn it off and just, I don't know, try something else. You know what I mean? I think there's other creative ways to chop it or yeah, and it's also maybe the fatigue of hearing that melody like 100 times, but like the songwriting was good and the genre was good and like I liked a lot of the mixing. Like it was definitely sounded like a pretty high quality like song, but I think just hearing that melody kind of like that, like it's almost like too slow, you know? Dun, dun, dun. Like it's like a slower version of your melody. I don't know.
Like
that was the part that stuck out to me. But
I like the sidechain though. The sidechain was cool. It was making everything kind of bounce. It had that big room, I guess, feel to it where like everything is kind of bouncing.
I saw the vision. Yeah, I saw the idea. Yeah.
And I imagine like cartoons, like, you know, like going side to side, like changing colors, like with everything's kind of flashing and stuff like that. So that's cool. Like I like the house. I liked how bouncy the groove was.
Let's go back. Let's check. Let me see if I'm wrong here.
The big room drums, like the big one.
Yeah. I mean, this is also me critiquing someone who like seems like very, very good. Like I'm not trying to say like, oh, you got to do this. It's just like just jumping out at me. Like that's what I was think of. But yeah, I mean, really, really good production for sure.
Yeah, no, it's like it's hard for me because like I think I always like am amazed about how everyone like flips it. You know, like it's because I think about how when I make music and then I'm thinking about how when you guys are making it, how it's interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't mean to harp on it. I just
no. I know. I
feel like there's no point in me like not giving my opinion. Like that's just my opinion, obviously.
Sure.
So his opinion is more important. He wrote the song.
No,
so.
it's cool.
All right, give it up one more time for Renee Balkasins, who's definitely in the chat, who's been super like involved. So thank you for like being so part of this. I hope that my critique was like not out of nowhere. All right, chocolate cake will be our last one. Can someone maybe grab Catherine? I don't know. Do you guys know her? She's just over here. I feel bad because like, okay, he's gonna grab. Okay, she's just in class right now, so I was trying to wait till she was around to play this while she's out. Yeah. So since this is our last one, basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna play this. We'll give a little feedback, and then we're gonna just maybe play some music for like 5 minutes and discuss and decide who wins like first, second, third place. I always kind of like make a point to say like, I don't care. I don't think you guys should care too much about that. To me, this is just a fun monthly workout, kind of like workout to get better at production and just kind of hear your stuff compared to other people's stuff. And, you know, the only reason to make it like a competition is almost like for the branding because it's like fun to be like first, second, third, but who cares? You guys all get first because you came and you submitted and you're awesome. So thank you guys for coming. Yeah, give it up for yourselves. So yeah, last but not least, we got chocolate cake, Catherine in the building, and then we'll decide on the top three. Here we go.
sick.
Nice work. Give it up for Chocolate Cake.
Yeah, I like how like the kick sounded like it was this big the whole time.
It was crazy. It was like shaking everything. So that was really cool. I would have liked to hear maybe more of like the chops kind of throughout it, maybe a little bit, like to kind of keep the groove going. But I liked the atmosphere it was in. It was very like dark and just mysterious, which was cool. I feel like that was one of the first beats we've heard that was in that realm. So, but yeah, it was almost like everything kind of had like almost like a filter on it, but like in a good way. I don't know how to explain it. It was interesting. It was cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed as well. I've heard your production progress over the months, and it feels cool. I feel like I would be surprised. Like I'm surprised that this was made by you. It feels like a very dark like turn for you. Like you're so sweet. So I'm like, whoa, like she's been going to clubs or something. Like
yeah,
it's like the opposite of So no, really cool. I mean, yeah, like what he said basically.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, nice work. Give it up one more time for Chocolate Cake. All right, we're going to discuss for a second and choose like 1, 2, 3. Like I said, doesn't matter, but the first place winner will get some free plugins and stuff. They also wanted me to let you guys know we have new classes starting soon here. You know, this is a free event. We have a lot of free events here, but if anybody actually wants to like take a class, we have some of the interns here. Darius is around. You can come talk to me afterwards, and we can like get you guys plugged into like how to like, you know, be here and do other stuff here besides the free events. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know we have an Ableton class starting next week. That's like a 4-week class, and some other classes starting soon. But yeah, come find me or Darius, and they can give you more info if you are interested. Okay, I'm gonna play some music, and then give us like 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll figure out the winners, and then we'll just party for a little bit. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's just play like the last mix here. Leaf Boy.
Welcome back to another round of Chop Shop.
We're gonna do this for this one too.
From the one and only Leaf Boy.
If you guys didn't catch it, we make a mix at the end of this. So next month or next week or something, we'll have a mix of all these beats from today. So
let's go.
I'm too partial. I mean, I'm too like involved. You have to choose. It's up to you, man. Well, I thought oh yeah. think we've reached a conclusion here. If everybody can just take 2 seconds here. Thank you guys all for coming. We had a lot of trouble like doing this, so I think we're just going to list a bunch of honorable mentions, and then we'll do first, second, third. So honorable mention goes out to Hazy Baby right here. Give it up for Hazy Baby. Leaf Boy. Give it up for Leaf Boy. Twin Fish and 9G, who all happen to be here. But yeah, we just felt like those needed to be mentioned. So thank you guys. Third place, we got Oscar Ciudad. Let's check it out. Let's listen to Oscar. I think Oscar's on the stream. Shout out to Oscar. I think he's won a couple prizes here. Let's see. Make some noise for Oscar, y'all. Just reminding you guys what these songs sound like. Second place, we got Earl, who's our last first place winner. Shout out to Earl. Let's go. Yo, make some noise for Earl. All right, first place winner. Got perfect score from both of us. My man, Melvin, who may or may not be Monkey Rascal. If not, Melvin, whoever you are, you're awesome. So. Nice. So good we had to play the whole thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you to Melvin for our first prize winner. Hit me up. I'm going to find you and send you some free plugins. And I'll see you guys next month. Oh, I guess I'll tell you our next special guest is going to be the homie who goes by Essex, who's a pretty legit, how do you spell it? Essex? Did I spell it right? Okay. Essex, a Brooklyn guy. Super, super legit bass artist. I don't know what track I think he actually just gave me the stems today. So, of the stems or just him? Which like the actual song or? Let me look at my. God damn it.
New lower prices at Amazon Fresh.
Okay, while this plays, I'm gonna go find the stems, just to see what they're in my text. One second.
Plug our sponsors right now too.
Gotta plug our sponsors. Amazon. Oh my God. Okay, Dirty Paws is the name of the song. Let's see if it's on like Spotify or something. It's good idea. Let's just play the actual song. I think it's released. Dirty Paws. Yeah, it's out. Okay, cool. So this is going to be the next Chop Shop sample. I just got stems. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I mean, this is like Chop Shop is not necessarily like a bass music event, but because I'm the one who's hosting it, like we're gonna get a lot of cool bass artists involved. But you guys can make whatever you want. I mean, the second and third place today were straight techno, so you can make whatever you want. But my route to like getting great artists will probably be the bass music route. Yeah, Essex is a legend. Go check him out. Do some research. Figure out what he likes, see how you can win this thing. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next month, and we're just going to jump on the CDJs and probably just hang out and get some drinks, and you're welcome to come just say what's up, and yeah, thanks again for everything. So see you guys soon. Make some noise for Golden Child, too.
This is cool. Thank you, guys. Really cool.
All right, let's go play some songs over there.
Start off. I'm going to get bigger.
Yeah, for sure. Let's put the screen on. What's up, G? Nice beat, dude.
That is crazy. It sounds like bees.
Which the last track?
Right.